In a dramatic and heart-wrenching turn of events that has reverberated across the political landscape of the United Kingdom, Labour's Deputy Prime Minister, Angela Ray, was left visibly distraught after the Chief Justice decisively rejected her appeal concerning the controversial delay of local elections. The ruling, delivered by the Supreme Court in an unexpected and resounding manner, has not only stunned Ray but has sent shockwaves through the political elite, raising serious concerns about the future of British democracy. The decision has ignited a political firestorm, with politicians from all corners of the spectrum expressing outrage, while questions surrounding the very integrity of the democratic process in the UK continue to escalate. Did you know that over 95% of our viewers aren't subscribed to the channel? We totally get it, life gets busy, and sometimes it's easy to forget. But here's the thing, subscribing is completely free, and it really helps us keep creating the content you enjoy. So why not hit that subscribe button and join our community? It only takes a second, but it makes a world of difference to us. Thank you for your support. In a rare twist, even the monarchy, which traditionally maintains a neutral stance on political matters, has been drawn into the controversy. Sources have revealed that King Charles is deeply concerned by the potential ramifications of the decision on Britain's democratic principles, expressing unease about the growing influence of political maneuvering within the electoral system. The judgment, which was unanimous, saw all 11 justices siding against Ray, delivering a resolute verdict that the actions taken by the Labour government to postpone the elections were not only unlawful but also wholly unjustifiable. This landmark ruling has left political observers reeling, and is set to have far-reaching consequences for the government, which now finds itself under immense pressure to address the situation. The ruling issued by the Supreme Court is unequivocal. It directly challenges the constitutional validity of Labour's decision to delay elections in key council areas, including East Sussex, West Sussex, Essex, Hampshire, Norfolk and Suffolk, which together represent millions of voters. The judgment affirms that the lawfulness of actions undertaken by Her Majesty's government cannot be disregarded, warning that any attempt to alter or delay elections without proper justification undermines the very foundations of the democratic system. For many, the delay of these elections is seen as an attempt to protect Labour's political dominance in areas where the party feared losing support, particularly to the rising political force Reform UK. Ray's emotional breakdown in court, where she was reportedly seen sobbing following the ruling, has only intensified the political drama. This deeply emotional moment, witnessed by many, has sparked a wave of mixed reactions across the political spectrum, with some questioning the sincerity of her distress while others argue that it reflects the gravity of the situation. Regardless, her breakdown has added fuel to the fire, as critics point to the perceived dishonesty behind Labour's decision to postpone the elections in the first place. The opposition parties, especially Reform UK, have been quick to seize on this, accusing Ray and the Labour Party of attempting to manipulate the electoral process for political gain. Labour's justification for the delay, that it was essential for local government restructuring, has been widely criticised. While Ray and other Labour officials argue that the move was part of a broader plan to improve administrative efficiency and facilitate devolution, many critics see it as a thinly veiled attempt to hold on to power in regions where the party has traditionally been strong. The affected areas, which were expected to witness a significant shift in support toward Reform UK, now find themselves caught in a political quagmire, with voters left without the opportunity to cast their ballots in May's local elections. The timing of the delay has raised alarm bells among political analysts and critics alike, with many accusing the Labour Party of trying to manipulate the electoral system to avoid what could have been a humiliating defeat in regions that were poised for a shift toward Reform UK. Reform UK leader Nigel Farage has been particularly vocal in his condemnation of Ray's actions, accusing her of undermining the very fabric of democracy in a desperate attempt to retain political control. Farage's accusations have resonated with a growing number of voters, who now see the delay as a blatant political maneuver aimed at protecting Labour's interests rather than addressing the genuine needs of local governance. Conservative Shadow Housing Secretary Kevin Henry has also been quick to weigh in on the issue, describing Labour's local government restructuring plan as a rebranding of outdated systems. Henry argues that the proposed changes would only serve to increase centralization and undermine the principle of devolution, which was supposed to empower local councils and allow them to operate more independently. In his impassioned speech during a parliamentary debate, Henry criticized the plan as a thinly veiled effort to consolidate Labour's power, rather than a genuine attempt to improve local governance. The situation has become even more complex, with legal experts suggesting that Ray could face charges over the manipulation of the electoral process, should evidence emerge that her actions were indeed designed to alter the outcome of the elections in favor of Labour. This looming legal threat has only added to the growing pressure on the Labour leadership, with many questioning the party's commitment to democratic principles. Ray's emotional outburst in court, which many saw as an attempt to elicit sympathy, has only deepened the controversy surrounding her actions. The display of emotion has drawn both support and criticism, with some suggesting that it was an attempt to deflect attention from the substance of the case. As the legal battle continues, Reform UK's legal team has made it clear that they will not back down in their fight for the reinstatement of the elections. They argue that Ray's actions have trampled on the democratic rights of millions of voters, and they have vowed to continue their legal efforts until the elections are held as originally scheduled. The political implications of this scandal stretch far beyond the immediate issue of the delayed elections. Some analysts are even suggesting that this controversy could spell the end for Keir Starmer's leadership, particularly if it is proven that Ray's actions were in breach of electoral law. This legal debacle has shaken the Labour Party to its core, with the party's leadership already facing internal crises. The ruling has cast a long shadow over Starmer's leadership, and if the case against Ray deepens, it could lead to even greater scrutiny of Starmer's ability to lead the party through this storm. As the situation continues to unfold, the outcome of this legal battle will undoubtedly have far-reaching consequences, not just for the Labour Party but for the future of British democracy itself. In the coming weeks, all eyes will be on the government's response to the judgment, and whether the Labour leadership can survive the fallout from this unprecedented scandal. For now, the public remains deeply divided, and the political fallout from this case is far from over.